They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Britt. Catch made here by Campbell.
Britt's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Britt.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Britt's pass.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. Slant to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send it.
Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Britt got an open man. That's Campbell.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Swift. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Britt Campbell making the catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Tackle made at the 16.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
third down. Britt. And the pressure gets to him again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Lions 3.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The numbers for Jones last week, 18 carries, 125 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Moss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Moss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Running is Swift.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and
from the gun, here's Tannehill.
40-yard line.
That's complete to Davis. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
Again, Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Tannehill sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and suddenly he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Lions 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space. Maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense? The long handoff. Yeah. Serve as your running play. Football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Britt. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Throwing on 1st down. Britt. And he's got his man on the out route. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Looking to throw. Britt. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You don't
deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
To throw on 3rd down. Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, They are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
1st and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Aaron Jones, the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
49-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Jones, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the delay, Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Britt. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st down, Britt. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Britt. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Britt. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, Britt. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 4th down and goal.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. will begin out in Houston, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Mike Williams, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. And Green as they take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll go again to Jones.
Jones again, the ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Jones on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Tannehill forced out to his left. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Oh, no, Ryan Tannehill slow to get up here. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Moss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Swift. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw. Britt. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
9-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Love from the gun. Caught on the right side by Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry, or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up, and it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Amos on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Operating from the gun. Britt. eluding the pressure right, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Britt. Past the 20. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Looking to throw. Britt. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now the Packers get set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Fletcher Cox. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. On 1st and 10, Britt. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll start out here with the option left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And 4 yards from the gun on 3rd down.
Britt, catch made here by Campbell.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun.
Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
DeAndre Swift. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Lions first down.
Throwing on 1st down. Britt. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Britt throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
Operating from the gun, Britt. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Britt. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll run here with Moss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The ball carried by number 42.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd
and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Britt. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Britt. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete. That is 3 plays and out. It's
on 4th down, Britt looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On first down, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Tannehill's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Tannehill's pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
To go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Off play action. Britt. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Britt. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 12. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Britt. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Britt. Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 40. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 1st down, Britt. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for Green Bay, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.